Hey all, welcome to Bro Billionaire. This is your own Raghav. Raghu. Oh, where was Raghu? Raghu was completely occupied with the work, guys. I was too occupied, and my apologies if you did not receive any new videos. I didn't even get time to prepare a proper playlist, but I'm promise you that you will start seeing me more consistently where I'll be enriching your knowledge with the new setups. Please know that all the setups which I have shared work, especially the RSI reversal setup, which I shared a couple of weeks ago. Last 2 weeks, there were several setups. Even yesterday, there was a big setup where market just zoomed. I can go ahead and do it, and these are the setups which I trade on regular basis, hence I'm sharing it. Now some of the videos which I don't trade, I'm not even bringing it to you, right? There are some indicator based setups where I've personally felt the new traders can benefit, so I have shared them in the past. But today what are we going to learn? Today we are going to learn about how to do swing trading on intraday basis, right? Now this is targeting stock trading. Now it's one of the very simplest and easiest way where I do invest. I use monthly time frame and sometimes I use daily or weekly time frame. Now today I'm going to show you a setup where without any fundamental analysis, like do you want to look into market cap, do you want to look into price to book value, do you want to check price to earning, you have interest coverage ratio, debt to equity, pledge percentage, etc., etc. These are some of the main fundamental this thing, right? Now beyond that, do you want to check Graham number? Do you want to check G factor? No, forget about everything. Can we do a swing trading using only technical analysis? Now we are technical people, so we want to have a very simple setup where we can invest money. And I'm not going to give you some jazzy setups. It's one of the very simple setup. If you understand stop loss, because I always keep telling my students stop loss comes first. Stop loss comes first, then only trade. If you understand stock market is a probability. There is equal chances of win, equal chances of lose. How you are going to increase your odd of winning is only by practice and keeping your system very simple. Now what are you seeing here? Now very important, I need a 20-day period simple moving average, 5 period exponential moving average, and I need pivots. Now I'm not using CPR here, don't get into CPR. I just need the central pivot. Watch it here, guys. This is trading view. In the central pivot, I don't want daily, weekly, monthly. I want auto pivots, which means auto pivots are just based on the closing of each candle. The central pivot will be adjusting, right? It is slightly different than the daily pivot, weekly pivot, monthly pivot, because it's like a moving average. Whenever a new candle closes, it will automatically calculate the high, low, and close percentage and plot the auto pivot. Now, what is the time frame we are using? We are using daily time frame, right? Is this simple enough? Yes. Perfect. Now, just for our benefit, let me make, okay, I can't increase this thickness, isn't it? Yeah, I can't increase the thickness. No issues. Line width, I have it here. Let me make 2, 3. Yeah, now you can see the central pivot. Now, what are the conditions for the trade? Now, I want you to go in search of stocks. Please understand, I want you to go in search of stocks. You have thousands of stocks there. And if you just pull up the stocks randomly, this is a random stock, all right? I don't have any investment here. This is for learning purpose. If you just watch here, now the assumption here is above 20 is buying, below 20 is selling, and the same logic applies for central pivot, right? Any price moving above central pivot is buying, any price below central pivot is selling. Now what is the 5 EMA role here? 5 EMA is a momentum measuring uh, moving average. So we are not going to use any other setup. We are not using volume. We are not using VWAP. We are not going to use any other R1, R2, R3 indicators. I just only this. I just want only this. Please understand. Now the setup here is very simple. All I want is at the beginning of the month. This is swing trading, please understand. Now currently we are, the June month has started. Beginning 1 to 3 months, I don't care what the previous trend is, everything. I want you to watch the central pivot, 20 period simple moving average. If a candle is down, I want you to mark, I'm going to make it big for you, and you will be entering below this, below 20, below 5 EMA. Correct, you heard me right. Below 20, below 5 EMA. You can take the chances. What will be a stop loss? I want my stop loss to be high of that particular candle. So suppose if I'm entering here on this particular candle, my stop loss will be pretty simple. It will be high of this candle, 1522.65. Understood? What will be the target? Now this is a swing trading. Now most of the times on intraday basis, when you do it for hourly, I haven't tested this on hourly or in a 5 or 15 minutes time frame. Please understand, this has a high probability as an investor on daily time frame, weekly time frame, monthly time frame. Right? I'm showing you daily time frame so that you can make quick money. You can go for 1:2, 1:3, 1:4. It will work. High probability. Condition one is I want the price to be near the central pivot at the opening. See, this is April 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th. First 3 days, third day it is breaking. Now currently this is June month. Now we are below 20 SMA. Can you go short? Yes, you can go short on Tech Mahindra. What will be your stop loss? My stop loss will be on top of this candle, 1181. Now you can backtest. I don't trade in stock options. This is investment for stock. Options always work differently, guys. Please understand it has option Greeks, intrinsic value, extrinsic value. Use it judiciously and use it for the intended purpose. This is swing trading. Now watch here. Candle breaking. So my stop loss will be below this. So it has gone up. My stop loss will be below this, above central pivot, above 20, above 5 EMA. Test, you can go ahead and buy. So here 20 SMA is above 20 SMA is buy. All right, here. So it is 6 Jan. So first 3-4 month it goes, within 15th Jan somewhere it is happening. All right, this is daily. 15 Jan monthly. If it happens at the beginning, it's perfect. So on a daily time frame, anywhere. So this candle broke, this candle is breaking, this is an inside bar, this candle broke. Yes, if you're taking with this candle low, your entry will be here, right? Below the low, and your stop loss will be here. It works like a charm. Now let's go ahead and check something else. Now, honestly, I don't trade in stocks other than investment, especially on monthly investment. So I don't have any investment. I want to pick some random stocks which are very famous. Yes, you need FNO stocks. Make a note of it. We need FNO stocks only where there is liquidity and you can make money. Got it? That's what you need to look out for. Now let me go ahead and check HCL Tech. Okay, HCL Tech, NSE. We'll just check. This is daily time frame. Okay, can I buy here? No, this does not meet the setup. Sorry. Can I sell here? No, this does not meet the setup. I want a stock like this. Watch this one. This is the setup we are looking for, where 20 and 5 MA are very close to the central pivot and then diverging. So you have to be patient. There are thousands of stocks, hundreds of FNO stocks. Just go ahead and search them, right? You need to go ahead and search. Now here, one candle is going above the central pivot. Now on high of this candle will be your entry. Now there was no entry here, right? Here it went, came down, and your stop loss will be here. It hit your stop loss. So this is stocks intraday, very minimal stop loss. If you are taking 20.85 paise, this will be 19.4. Okay, this is not a FNO stock, guys. I'm sorry. I went for HCL Tech. This one I wanted, HCL Tech. Right, see here. There is no liquidity there. Now watch this one, very interesting. 5 EMA is below. below 20 MA. So we are at the central pivot. Now you have to allow for another green candle to close above the 5 MA. So that 5 MA moves above the central pivot and 20 SMA, then your trade will trigger. What will be that? Whichever candle breaks, and if the 5 EMA is high, that breakout candle low is your stop loss. Understood? Now this is very close. You can use your judgment. This works not too far away from the central pivot. So you have a very close here, somewhere here. When this candle closes the central pivot, it is on top of the central pivot. Next day, this will be your entry with this as your stop loss. Understood? This works like a charm, guys. Please understand. Can you use this? This is again a very close, one big candle closing the central pivot above the 20 SMA. The next candle is above 5 EMA. Yes, your stop loss is big here. This will be a stop loss. Go ahead, make 1:2 money or 1:1, whatever it is. It's a stock. So when you have this setup, right, target at least minimum 5 stocks. Use the money management. Out of 5, I'm sure I'll give you guarantee at least 3 stocks will not hit your stop loss. Sometimes even 4 5 stocks, all the 5 stocks can run like a horse and give you money. The way stock trading should happen is it should be equally divided, and you need to have proper stop loss. And if you're trading 5 to 6 stocks, even if 3 hits your stop loss, 3 works out, that is where you make money. And look at this beautiful setup here. You have time. You have a lot of time. No time decay, nothing. You have a perfect setup where you can go ahead and keep making money, right? Now you want me to open TCS. Okay, TCS is a very famous, right? One of the FNO stock. Remember the rule, guys. Now TCS is 3,570, expensive stock. I would prefer somewhere here. My entry should be near at the beginning of the month, near the 20 SMA, so that stop loss is at least somewhere here. See, it is already in raise. So my stop loss is not below this candle, but below this candle. That is on 30th November candle. Somewhere here, I'll keep the stop loss so that I can ride the wave. Now, can I enter here? Now we have 5 EMA going below, coming down, going below, somewhere in this area. Now, the price is not smooth. I want both 20 and 5 to come close and deviate. So you can enter keeping this as stop loss. You have gap down, you could make money, but use judiciously. Somewhere this is better. Market is downtrend coming, and 5 EMA has pounded the central pivot, as well as it has broken above the 20 SMA as well. Brief test of this candle, and the next candle, if you enter keeping this breakout candle low as your setup, you have your money. Now here I don't see any setup. I am not interested. It's June month. You have a very good setup here. This is red candle. You still have an entry. 20 SMA is down, but it is near the central pivot. So if you enter here, keeping this as your stop loss, you can have some intraday money. Somewhere this okay. I showed you. I'm more interested something like this. This is also okay. Maybe it hits your stop loss here. Big gap down, but somewhere here this has broken down and coming up. So once the gap down is there, can I enter? No, the setup is not here. Here you will take the stop loss and you will say goodbye. This one is much better. I love setups like this, where both 20 and 5 are very close and near the central pivot. They are exiting. And what is the idea of this is, the trend is still maturing, which means at the very initial phase of trend, right? If you know the price action, right? This is a range. This is a range. So in this range, trend is at a very early stage. You can call it as accumulation phase, etc., etc. But it's still maturing. It's not yet matured. See here, as it goes up, it starts maturing, maturing, maturing. So you can continue holding this if you are a proper investor, keeping this as your stop loss. It can continue. Somewhere here, it is coming closer to a stop loss, and then again it continues. You know, right? Stock investment. But I'm talking about swing. You can try it same in monthly time frame. You will have greater results there. But here, This is big enough. You have made more than 1:5, 1:6. Now, when you see, there are a lot of stock traders where they win some yearly or annual challenges, stock challenges, etc., etc. Now, everybody is using one or the other way of indicators, moving averages, a lot of different strategies. But most of the professional traders keep it very, very simple, right? They keep it very simple. Now you can go ahead and use this. So suppose if I go into Larsen and Turbo, right? Last one, just watch it, guys. So see, this is in a clear uptrend. It's not rocket science. Now in an uptrend, where do you want to enter? You want to enter near the equilibrium, near the central pivot. Not here, not after entering here, no, nowhere entering. You will be entering near this central pivot on fifth, on monthly basis. All right, this is auto pivot for the entire month, auto pivot for the entire month. So your stop loss is less and you will be making money, right? See, so beautifully it's working. Same. And the other thing very important you need to understand is the central pivot lines along with 20 SMA. If it is an ascending central pivot, you know trend is upside. If it is a descending central pivot, you know trend is downside. So you can use very judiciously where you want to enter and keep making money rather than trying out wrong entries. Now, I am not advising you to chase the price from here till here. Suppose if you have missed the trade here, I'm not advising you to enter any of the places till here. I'm advising you to enter here. Should I enter at the high? Yes, that is a risk you're taking because your stop loss will be below this red candle. You understand? So if you're entering here, your stop loss will be below the central pivot, below 20 SMA. So I want the closest stop loss. Now you may ask, oh, should I enter at 20 SMA because you have seen some of my option trading videos? No, not for this strategy. This is swing trading. I want the entry near the central pivot when 5 EMA is moving away from 20 SMA or moving down from the 20 SMA. You always have highest chances of making money. I might have spoken a bit more, but I wanted you guys to understand what exactly I'm trying to communicate. You can back test randomly any stock. Does it works in Bank Nifty, guys? Do you want to see it, whether it works? Do you have any doubt whether it works on Bank Nifty? See, it works on Bank Nifty as well, near central pivot downside. Now we are up to, this is not a setup, but this is index. Near central pivot is going, this will be your entry. To 5 EMA breaking out 20 and central pivot short. You can identify the trend if you're using Nifty or Bank Nifty on this particular setup, whether you are on the right side of that setup on that particular day, intraday basis or weekly basis. See, it is working. It will work. It will work on any setup. Remember, this is auto central pivot, not daily, weekly, monthly. I want auto central pivot where the things get adjusted. Whenever it happens, I want you to take the entry only near that particular auto central pivot with 20 SMA and 5 EMA, keeping the stop loss below the entry candle and go for 1:2, 1:3, or if you have more courage, if you see that the stocks can move very high, hold it for a few weeks, few days to few weeks so that you can make good money. Hope this video was helpful. Please do share, subscribe, and shower your love on us. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. Have a great weekend.